What's up, guys? This is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and I'm Doug. In this episode, this will probably be a couple-part series. We're going to be building a greenhouse in winter. All right, guys. So I got my post laid out pretty much on where I want this area to be. It's going to be 8 foot wide, 16 feet long greenhouse that we're going to put together. We're using all treated wood. None of the treated wood is going to come into contact with anything that we're growing inside the greenhouse. Also, we're going to be using the Tough Tech panels to let the light into the greenhouse to actually make it a greenhouse. You can either use a greenhouse fabric or you can use panels, and we're going with the Tough Tech panels, and then we're going to show you how all that goes together. But today, what I'm working on right away is going to be the foundation. Okay, this build, I'm not going to be digging my posts into the ground. We're just going to make it a free-floating type building, just post and pillar, just like my chicken houses, my A-frame, and my other chicken house. It's not going to be in the ground, but it's just going to be on these pads. Okay, we are using the 6x6 posts, 2x4x8s for the walls, and then I'm going to be using T111 for the bottom 4 feet, and then from there up, and the whole roof will be all of the Tough Tech panels. Also, what we're going to be doing, as you'll see later on in the more build videos, is we're going to put barn doors on each end, on this end or on that end, on at this part, on this end, on that side or this side will be the barn door, and it's 8 feet across, so we'll have a 4-foot door, which will be plenty big for in and out. And then on the other end, we'll jog the door over. So if I go with the door on this end over here, I'm going to go with the door on the other opposite end on the end. That way we'll get a nice cross breeze, and it'll help circulate more of the air inside the greenhouse to keep everything from getting too hot. Okay. So what we're going to be doing right now is I decided not to put the 6x6s on bare ground. What I'm going to be doing is putting them on these pads. These are 4 inches thick, 6 inches wide, 18 inches long. And I'm going to be leveling these up first with some gravel as my minus, as my base. And then once I get these level, then I'll start to build my walls. I'll prop them up. Stacy will probably have to help me out with a little bit of it to get me going, and then once I get the main wall or a part of a wall up, I should be able to feed off of that each time, using some 2x4s for bracing and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to do first, get these pads all lined up. Actually, I've already done level around, and it's actually pretty good, so there's only a few adjustments that I'll have to make. So let's get started. Okay, so one of the first things I'll be doing is I'll be getting my pads into place. I've dug out a little bit of a section. I don't want to go too deep. It's just enough to put some rock in here as my base. Then I'm going to put my concrete slab in there. And then I'll be using a level to check for level. And I broke out my handy dandy landscaping tools. And I'll be making sure that this is level front to back and left to right. Then once I do that, I'll repeat this process going down with measurements, and then making sure I'm square when I get all of them done. There's 6 of them total, and then I'll have a nice foundation to start my walls. Also, I noticed one of the comments in my snow video, he said that say goodbye to productive time. No, I mean, you got to keep going on the homestead. You have to get this stuff done. I'm still trying to get this done. It's probably going to be about a 2-day build, maybe 3. It's only an 8x16, so I should be able to get it done fairly quick. And with Stacy's help today, it'll get me started, and we'll be looking good. So we'll get this level, and then I'll be back, and I'll show you guys some more later on. What these pads will do too is they're going to distribute the weight of the 6x6 and the building, so it should have little or no sinking once we get it totally set up, and it'll be looking good. And that's what we're looking for, the level. Well, I tell you, these days get short pretty fast around here. All right, so I got my 3 concrete pads in. I pulled out the string, I got them in a straight line, I got them all level, used 2x4s from pad to pad to make sure they were level with each other. Each pad is level, okay? Like I said, those are 4-inch thick, 8-inch wide, 16 inches long, and I center my post on each one of those, and that'll help distribute the weight of the building, okay? Now, unlike the concrete, if I do concrete, I can just put the post in and then have all my posts in and then just work down the way. Basically, on this build, I'll have to brace up each one of my posts, connect it all together with the cross members for the paneling and for the Tough Tech panels, and then I'll connect them east to west, side to side, with my beams going across there, okay? Which I'm using 8-inch 2x8s for that, and there'll be 3 of them going down this 18 feet long, 8 inches or 8 feet wide, okay? So I'm gonna get back on this. The sun's going down pretty quick, and then I'll just probably update you guys when I'm about ready to wrap it up, upload this video for you, and then I'll follow up with another video, show you how far I've gotten along. All the snow melted while I was out here today, so it's a nice muddy mess, but we are getting things done because we got to keep moving forward. They got really cold temperatures coming in by the end of the week, starting I think Wednesday or Thursday for sure. So I have to get this done, and then I have to do a little maintenance inside of the barn where I have the water tanks. I'll leave that video right here. You can check that out. We have an above ground cistern set up that gravity feeds into our log home. In case you're new to our channel, you guys go check out those videos. It's a pretty neat little system, 3,000 gallons. And I have to do some maintenance in there. Maybe I'll make a video, maybe I won't, but I'll show you what's going on with the rest of this build in a little bit. Alright guys, so I'm running out of daylight. My batteries are dying on these stupid old DeWalt tools. I'll be in the market for the new year. I'll be saving up, getting me a new set of lithium batteries. You know, when you're living off the grid, and batteries matter because the longer you can use them, the better off you are, obviously. So without wall sockets just to go plug them into, we want to get the most life per charge as we can. So I'll be dumping these old 18 volts and getting some lithions for next year, getting the new 5-piece or something combo tool set, and I'll be throwing these on Craigslist. So as you can see, the day goes by faster sometimes than you can get things done, but we're off to a good start. And Stacy was going to help me today, but she wasn't able to. She had to take care of some business and some errands. Not some business, but some errands. And so I got the first part of my wall up. You know, it's slowly but surely. Tomorrow I'm really going to get busy on it, because now I got my little, you know, once you try to start building something, it takes a second to get your system in place, and then once you do that, it's going to go a lot faster. So this will go a lot faster from here on out. I'm doing basically the same thing as the outdoor kitchen. I'm going to have a 4-foot, 8-foot long piece of T111 here turned sideways. I'm going to stain it and paint it just like the outdoor kitchen. And then up is going to be the Tough Tech panels. And then all I got to do now is put my next post up, do that, and then square it off, get my other 3 things dug in. I really think by tomorrow afternoon, early evening, I should be able to have the other side complete and have them joined together by the ridge rafters, or by the beams going across there, connecting one side to the other. And then once I do that, it's going to be pretty quick. So this is just a quick video. I know, I just wanted to show you guys the progress, let you guys know that the snow shouldn't slow you down. I know we're going into winter. I still got wood to put up. I got to fix that room like I was telling you about. I got some a little bit of maintenance to do in there to make sure that we don't have any frozen. The tanks don't freeze, and the groundwater, you know, all the pipes in the ground don't freeze. It's that little bit of a transition from the ball valve into the pipes that, you know, the ball valves are the ones that have trouble. So we have some really cold weather coming middle of the week, end of the week. So I'm going to get all that done, and I'm just going to keep going, man. So hopefully you guys are keeping going. We appreciate you guys watching our videos. This is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we'll see you guys on the next one.